I'm personally titling this video the No Confusion Guide to Getting Started in EMS, to getting started working on the ambulance service. Stay tuned to the end of this video. I'm going to break down some bonus tips for you, and I'm going to go through a lot of frequently asked questions that I get about working in EMS. So let's dive into it. Now, number one thing I'm going to go through is there's 4 ranks in the ambulance service. We're going to break down each rank, which is EMR, EMT, AEMT, Paramedic. Now, contrary to when you just look at it from the 4 ranking levels, EMR is actually the least popular rank, but it's the first. Well, why is that? Well, the EMT is actually the entry-level position on a paid ambulance service, right? But the National Registry has 4 levels: EMR, EMT, AEMT, and Paramedic. So people think that, oh, we start here at EMR, but you don't have to. You can start right here at the EMT level. Now, with the EMT level, that is where I would have any of you watching this video start out at. But if you're someone who's over 18, or in your area you can take an EMT class at a younger age, 16, 17, what have you, and if you have the availability to take an EMT class, skip EMR and start with EMT. Now, why do I say that? Is because every paid EMS job is going to be EMT. And if that's not the case in your area, I'd love to know about it, or it's a paid EMR position. Comment down below and tell me all about it. Now, classically, people that go for the EMR position are usually people that are either volunteers, maybe security officers, maybe someone working at a camp, right? Or maybe there's a certain job where they just need the EMR certification, or again, it's someone trying to help out their community. There's not many people out there that are actually certified as EMRs. The large majority will end up getting their EMT, especially if they're going to do this more long-term, right? Now, an EMT course is typically about 3 months, 4 months, could be 1 semester at community college. Typically, we think about that. Could be a summer EMT course, like I took when I was 19. I'm 32 now, right? My particular EMT course back when I was 19 was a summer EMT course. It was about 3 months long, 12 weeks, right? An EMR course is about 4 to 8 weeks. And again, if you're anyone serious about, I want to work on the ambulance, I want to work at a fire department, go right to EMT, please. Do not waste your time with the EMR certification. Go right to EMT because it's entry level. There's no prerequisites to signing up for an EMT class. None. Okay, besides, well, we need to have a driver's license. And in some areas, you may need to be 18 to have a high school diploma. And in many areas, you can get your EMT as a junior or senior in high school. Okay, with all that being said, EMT is basic life support. We think of things like bandaging wounds. We think of giving oxygen to patients. We start to recognize and learn, most importantly, the number one job of the EMT is to recognize life threats. To recognize this patient's having a stroke, this patient's having an asthma attack. This patient needs to go to this hospital because I'm pretty sure they're having a heart attack. You might not be able to read the EKG yet as an EMT. Well, more on that later with the paramedic. But you can see this patient's sick. You start to learn about getting vital signs, getting a medical history, understanding medications. You can give some medications, right? Like aspirin, EpiPen. In a lot of areas, you have CPAP, nebulizers. This is all at the EMT level, okay? Now, how much an EMT course is going to cost you really depends on where you live. I've seen courses still, and they're out there in some areas, that are as low as $1,000 for an EMT course. Others, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for an EMT course or more, okay? Depends on, well, where the program is, the location of the program, and what are you getting with that program, right? How good is the program, right? How big is that program? So that is how the program is usually priced. And you have stuff like volunteer ambulance services that will teach EMT courses. You'll have community colleges that teach EMT courses, standalone EMS academies. Other organizations may teach an EMT class, and even online EMT courses. Now, same thing here, and here's where people get confused. We look at the rank, and we go EMR, EMT, AEMT, paramedic, and people think, oh, I have to take AEMT to get the paramedic? No. So the best route to take is take an EMT course, get certified, get experience. Let's say one year experience, 2-year experience. Try to get a job, start working. If you've got to volunteer, that's fine. Volunteer, that's awesome. It's great. We need help in volunteerism. Now, once we have the EMT and you feel confident you're ready for paramedic school, jump right in to paramedic school. There is not a reason, you don't have to, it's not required to be an advanced EMT before going to paramedic. This is important. Now, let's just discuss the advanced EMT because it is an important role in EMS, and here's why. In areas where we are lacking a paramedic, that is where the advanced EMT can really make a big impact. So picture an area where we only have paramedics in what we call fly cars, which are SUVs. And they're scattered out throughout, let's say, a rural area or even multiple counties, right? If we have an advanced EMT as a first responder, either with the fire department or on the ambulance in that area, if you will, then we have ALS care, which can start IVs, which can give more medications and has more skills than the EMT does, right? So the beauty of the advanced EMT, some people think about it as taking 25 or 50% of paramedic school. The way I like to think about it is you have your EMT knowledge, you're going to advanced EMT school to learn some more skills, to learn some more knowledge, but it's not really focused too much on cardiology. It's more focused on learning about pharmacology and learning about the ALS skills, okay? So you'll be able to do intraosseous access, IV access, right? Those are two of the mainstay skills, and also more on advanced airways, okay? So you can see here, we're going from basic airways with an EMT, getting into more advanced airways with an AEMT. I think the AEMT is awesome. If I was running EMS personally, I would take the AEMT skills and make every baseline EMT understand those skills all at once. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think on that in the comments. Now with paramedic, this logo right here. This is your paramedic NREMT logo. Now, with paramedics, this is where I always say cardiology makes the medic, right? Cardiology makes the paramedic. So a lot of A&P, a lot of anatomy and physiology, a lot of cardiology, a lot of pharmacology. Now, advanced EMT school, AEMT school, is usually about 3 to 6 months long. Now, paramedic school is usually an associate degree. Usually the program goes from 12 to 18 months. Could be 12, 14, 18 months. You'll get a certificate in paramedic studies or a 2-year associate degree program. You also have the opportunity to take a certificate program, get nationally registered as a paramedic, start working as a paramedic, and then you can go back to school, whether it's online or in person, to finish your associate degree. And that's what this guy did in his early 20s to get associates in paramedic studies. Okay, so that is an option for you as well. So what I did was I started working as a paramedic while I was slowly but surely every semester just knocking out the classes and finished enough college credits and then got a degree in the mail. Pretty cool. Now, what is the big difference? Well, the paramedic carries over 40 different medications, right? Medications to speed up your heart, slow down your heart, anti-inflammatory medications, medications to help you not actually vomit, right? Stuff like Benadryl, epinephrine, right? Zofran, to name a few medications, right? Cardiac medications, aspirin, nitroglycerin, right? We're also doing all of the skills EMT that we talked about, and we're adding new ones. The biggest one, I'll try to get some video here of me with the cardiac monitor somewhere on the screen, is this cardiac monitor. I'll try to put some video of me somewhere with the cardiac monitor on this spot. With this cardiac monitor, again, you're going to learn EKGs. You're going to learn 12-lead EKGs. You can read EKGs just like a doctor does, right? You're reading it. Just like you're able to read a book, you can read an EKG. Same skill, right? You'll even have the same certification in ACLS and PALS. This certification, The ACLS, Advanced Cardiac Life Support, and PALS, Pediatric Advanced Life Support, makes the paramedic the paramedic. Cardiology is where paramedics mess up in school because it can be very difficult. You're learning it all at once. And the bottom line of all this is no matter what school you are getting ready for, I cannot recommend to you enough to prepare before you go in on day one, because all of EMS education is extremely, extremely accelerated. By clicking in the first link in the description, you get lifetime access to my Video Vault program. The Video Vault includes over 480 videos of content and now holds over 2,000 National Registry Practice Test questions. Also includes some really awesome bonuses like worksheets, drug cards that are pre-filled out all for you, community group access to ask me questions, and audio files when you are on the go. The Video Vault will find you no matter where you're at, whether you're an EMR, EMT, Advanced EMT, or paramedic student, and my students use this whether you are getting ready for school, in school right now, or getting ready to go pass your National Registry exams. So click the first link in the description right now and get yourself lifetime access to the Video Vault today. I'll see you there.